All right, so when you come to the Escondido Falls Trail, you could probably park on the side of PCH if you're able to, but there's a really small parking area here. It costs $12 parking fee to park here. Most of the time there's not going to be any spots, especially on weekends. There's probably not going to be any spots, but from this parking lot, you just come down here to turn onto Winding Way East, which is it's a private road. Can't drive on there, but this road will lead to the trailhead at some point soon. All right, so this is the lower Escondido Falls at Escondido Canyon Trail in Malibu, California. To get to the trailhead from the PCH parking area, you're going to have to walk for a short while on this private road, which goes uphill most of the time and actually has some pretty nice ocean views if you look back. This hike's about 3.7 miles out and back, and it's pretty much considered easy for the entire way, but if you add on this part on the road, it's about 4.5 miles in total. All right, so we're partway up this private road now, basically just walking past a bunch of super expensive houses with a pretty awesome ocean view in the background. Not 100% sure how close the trailhead is, but this is pretty much just one lane road that we're working on right now towards the beginning of the Escondido Falls Trail. All right, so we're at the start of the Escondido Canyon Trail to the waterfall. This hike's 3.7 miles out and back. It's rated easy to moderate, but not totally sure how much uphill there is yet, but we'll see soon. Supposedly a pretty nice waterfall here, especially since we've got so much rain recently, so that'll be pretty cool to see. Pretty much immediately after you get on the trail, you're going to come to the first creek crossing, and there's about 5 creek crossings in total on this trail, and most of them are running pretty well at this time of year. All right, there's a couple creek crossings right at the start of the trail, so basically you can just walk over these logs to get to the other side. On most of these, not really that hard, but just don't fall in the water, I guess. Cool to see the water running like this though. A lot of this trail is shaded from coast live oaks along the side, and this definitely helps keep the trail cool for most of the day. Also in the spring, especially if there's been a lot of rain, most of the trail is going to be surrounded by some nice mustard flowers and plenty of other wildflowers for you to see along the way. Not long after is the second creek crossing, and there weren't a lot of logs or sticks here that weren't slippery or sinking when I was there, so I just ended up walking through the water because it was pretty shallow anyway. Probably the most common plant I saw along almost the entire trail is this canyon sunflower. This is native to Southern California, and it grows in river canyons like this one and along the sides of creeks. The third and fourth creek crossings were pretty much immediately after each other, and at that point you're almost halfway done with the trail. All right, so this trail has like 5 or 6 creek crossings, I believe. We already crossed 4 creeks, so it's definitely a lot of water crossings at the beginning, but it's nice to see all these creeks running. No drought here. All the wildflowers in bloom, trees looking great, so just so you know. So I'm not gonna count this as the 5th water crossing, but I mean, you could technically call this a water crossing. It's just walking over mud. But coming up to our 5th real water crossing here at the creek again.
Around the 5th creek crossing, you can see some old coast live oaks with roots sticking out into the water, and some of them are actually still charred at the base from past fires.
The entire trail is lined with this plant with these yellow flowers. I don't know what that is actually. I've never seen that anywhere else this spring, so something to look up later. But definitely a really cool hike to see with all these flowers in bloom here. Water crossings are actually pretty fun, even though I did fall off a log once or twice into the water, but it's okay. Some of them sink, some of them are slippery, but it's pretty fun to cross all those creeks. All right, so we come to this area right here where you can go 2 directions. I'm not 100% sure exactly where to go, but we're gonna follow the water since we're going to a waterfall and turn left here onto this trail.
After the last creek crossing, most of the rest of the trail is completely flat as you make your way towards the waterfall.
All right, so we're just continuing to follow the creek. You can actually come up, if I come up here a few steps, you can see a pretty big waterfall up on the side of the mountain right there. I'm not totally sure if that's the one we're going to, but we'll see. You can see in the distance right there, that's the upper part of Escondido Canyon Falls actually. So the trail does not go there, but you can get a pretty good view of it from this part of the hike. And we're gonna be going to the lower part of Escondido Falls. Should be just as cool as that. Watch out for the poison oak on the side right here. There's a lot of it on massive sections of this trail, so keep an eye out.
When you first come to the waterfall, it's pretty amazing, especially if there's been rain anytime in the last few weeks. When I was there, it was flowing really nicely, and it was the biggest waterfall I've seen anywhere in California at this point, so that was really cool to see at the end of this hike. As of when I was here in April 2023, this waterfall is absolutely massive for Southern California and completely dwarfs other nearby waterfalls in the Santa Monica Mountains like the Grotto or Sycamore Canyon Falls. There's a decently large clearing area at the end of the trail where you can watch the waterfall from, or if you want to go right up to the base of it, you can also walk through some more water to do that. With all the trees and the rocks surrounding the waterfall, you can also get some pretty awesome photo opportunities at the end of this trail if you're interested in that.
All right, I wasn't totally sure what to expect on this hike, but that was amazing. That's the biggest waterfall I think I've ever seen anywhere in California. Definitely recommend this hike. Not too difficult, with a really awesome view of the waterfall at the end. You can get super close to it. There's a great big area that you can stop, get some views, photo opportunities, all that. And just heading back now, following the creek back to that road at the trailhead. So that's where I'm going to end for now for this hike.
That's the end of this video for now. Thanks for watching, and as always, if you enjoyed the video, please remember to like and subscribe to the channel for more content like this in the future.